I'ma dive on the floor, go try to block every shot, and I'ma be physical with you the whole game. You know Stu gonna be physical with you. When you think of the Pistons, you think it's just hard work and just gritty basketball. That's just the identity you gotta have when you put on that jersey.
I'm not your average breed of K9. Not a good dog, I'm bad boy for life. I set the tone, don't care about no tick. Let it be known, I get my respect. Come in the lane and see I don't bluff. If you retaliate, that's on ya. Talking hundreds, I hear you're ashamed. Talking that chop, you must want this way. Tryna tell ya, if the dog palm, mess around, find out, yeah. Tryna tell ya, if the dog palm, mess around, find out, yeah. For some barbecue sauce, boy, you better cough a hill, cause I'm like that. When you're ready for some barbecue sauce, boy, you better cough a hill, cause I'm like that. The dog palm, mess around, find out.
What up, though, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Downtown Deuce Show. Hope everybody is having a great Tuesday night. If for some reason you are not up to this point, then you have come to the right place because we have a very special guest with us here tonight. Tonight, we are joined in this exclusive interview by Detroit Pistons and Motor City Cruise forward center Tolu Smith. Tolu, welcome to the show, bro. I know we've been trying to coordinate for a little bit, trying to get this done, but we finally got it to happen, man. Good to have you on the show, bro.
Oh, man, appreciate you having me, man. Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So just turned 25 recently, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And from the looks of your IG stories, the birthday vibes were immaculate. So
yeah. It was a good vibe. I was out there in Hawaii. I got to spend time with my family, so it was a good time.
For sure. We're going to get into that, man, for sure. How's your offseason been so far, bro?
It's been great, man. I've been down here in Atlanta training, getting stronger, getting faster, expanding my game, so it's been real good for me. Yeah.
When we were trying to, it's funny you say that. When we were trying to schedule this, when we were trying to get this done, you were telling me that you were out of town putting in work. Mm-hmm. And then I saw this and then it made sense. So first of all, why you do that to them, bro? Why you do them like that? That wasn't even necessary.
I'm at everybody neck this year, man. I'm at everybody neck. You know what I'm saying?
I saw you you walked away with the MVP drip too. So, drip or drown. You know what I'm saying? I feel it. That's what's up.
Man. Yeah, for sure. It's a blessing to be able to just continue to play this game. So, you know what I'm saying? Just happy to be around and keep playing.
Absolutely. Shout out to AEBL Hoops too. I wanted to ask you this because you got some ball skills. We saw it in the clip we just shown, but also we saw this recently at Summer League, which we're going to get into later. But I saw a few times during Summer League, bro, you were just what I call boarding and pushing, where you just grabbing the rebound and just starting to break. You look real comfortable doing that. It's like growing up, did you play point guard or was kind of handling the ball kind of easy for you?
Yep, I had a late growth spurt in high school. I didn't hit my growth spurt till like sophomore year. I was like 6'3", 6'4". And then I shot up to like 6'10". So before that, I was just playing guard. And then my senior year in high school, we had some ball handlers, but we didn't have a lot. So I had to continually bring the ball up. And then my dad always preached ball handling. You know what I'm saying? He was like a community coach, and we started with ball handling, we ended with ball handling. So that was just something that's always been instilled in me.
Just came natural to you. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Let's kind of go back in history a little bit to your high school career. I'm pretty sure you already know this, but I'm sure there are people here who don't. But you're only the second Hawaii high school graduate to play in an NBA regular season game.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, man. Crazy. I think the last time it happened was in 1957. If I'm saying it correctly, his name was Red Rocha. And I know Rocha. Yeah, Rocher, right? Yeah, I know you grew up in Bay St. Louis in Mississippi, and I know you went to high school at Bay High, but you graduated in Hawaii as a senior, right?
Yeah, I graduated
Okay.
in Hawaii as a senior. I had some family out there in Hawaii, and we wanted to get accustomed to my other side, my other culture. You know, I'm half Samoan, half black, so my mom and dad
Okay.
thought it'd be a great idea to just go out there and experience life out there. And it was a better opportunity for me, like college wise, and there was a lot of guys out there on the West Coast that would come down to the games. Like
Mm.
on a recruiting trip, who wouldn't want to go to Hawaii? So it was it was a good opportunity for me. And shout out to Kahuku and the Red Raider Nation, man. They've been behind me ever since I started this basketball thing. So
Coach Brandon, right?
Coach B, yeah, Coach B,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Coach
That
B.
had to be something of a culture shock though, going from Mississippi to Hawaii. I mean, that's crazy.
Man, the biggest culture shock. I'm
Talk
telling you,
about
like
it.
when I was in Mississippi, I'm not saying people are rude or mean, but they just mind their business. You know what I'm saying? And the way they talk to people is just Southern twang, Southern slang, and it's
Yeah.
just yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. And in Hawaii, it's the complete opposite. You know, they always asking if you're okay, if you need something. Everybody's so friendly. And
Mhm.
they don't do yes ma'am, no ma'am. They don't do yes sir, no sir. It's more of a just like yes or no or yes auntie, it's just
Right.
it's a different type of feel out there. So it's that aloha spirit.
How long did it take you to get used to the vibe?
To be honest, I'm still not used to the vibe. Like it's super slow out there. It's super slow out there. So, you know, you can get caught up in just being like lazy out there. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
I can never get out there too long, maybe a week at most. Yeah.
You
But I
gotta keep
love it out
working.
there. Yeah, gotta keep working. That's what I'm saying. Everything is just chill.
Yeah, I feel
So
that. That's what's up,
yeah,
man. Let's
yeah.
jump to your college career a little bit. Let's talk about college for a minute. I know you went to Western Kentucky where you started, but you spent most of your time at Mississippi State, right?
Yeah, spent
Okay.
most of my time in Mississippi State. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So in 2023 and 2024, you were named first team All SEC, which in my
Mm,
opinion is the best conference in college basketball. That's just me,
mm.
right?
I
I
agree.
mean, okay.
I
Okay.
agree.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah,
Okay. For
I
sure. I
agree.
know in those years you averaged like something like 15 and 8 in block. And you
Mm.
played with the guys like it was some hoopers over there, man. DJ Stewart was over there, right?
It's crazy. I always had this like notion in my mind, like, man, this guy NBA player. You know what I'm saying? Just from the way
Mm-hmm.
he this long arms, super tall, athletic guard slash wing, can
Yeah.
shoot the ball, shoot the mid range, really well defender. And I'm not saying like he didn't pan out, but it's just, you know what I'm saying? It just shows how hard it is to play at this level. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
I always thought that he was a guy that, could really make some noise in the league. And I always had a huge liking to DJ as a person
Mm.
and as a player. So yeah,
Yeah, he definitely talented for sure. That wasn't the issue.
super, super talented, super talented. Yeah,
Crazy. Do you feel
super
like
talented.
at Mississippi State, I want to shout out Coach Jans too. I feel like he doesn't really get the respect and credit that he deserves. But I
Yeah,
feel like I feel like within the actual league of college basketball, he's respected. Like they know, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Hoopers know, even if those in the outside world kind of don't know.
Hoopers and coaches. I mean, I think a lot of people I think he's starting to get that recognition, you know what I'm saying? Last year, the year before, just getting at the higher stage. I think this year he'll make a lot more noise, but he's one of the best coaches in the game. You know what I'm saying? His resume speaks for itself. Players who you previously played for him, they'll attest to the mentorship and how great of a
Hmm.
coach he is, and even off the court, how great of a person he is off the court. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's two different people though. That's what's crazy.
Mm,
He crazy as hell on the court, but
yeah,
off the court he'll take his shirt off his back for you. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
But that flip
And
switch when they need to. Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. And that's what I needed. I was the best player on the team, but he treated me like a walk on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had equal opportunity.
Yep.
So it kind of kept everybody in check, kept everybody in their place, and kept everybody on their toes. So everybody was working 10 times harder. You know what I'm saying? If the best player was working the hardest, there's no excuse for
Right.
nobody else to work hard. So
Facts. Have you ever
yeah.
seen that kind of reminds me of just that mindset? that no nonsense mindset. It kind of reminds me of
Yeah.
a clip I saw a long time ago with Coach Popovich in the practice for the Spurs, and Tim Duncan made a mistake, and Pop got in his face and was like, "Bro, come on!" Like respectfully, he was
Right.
like, "Come on, bro! Like you made a mistake. You got to fix that." And everybody was
Yeah.
watching, and Duncan was
Yeah.
just like, "All right,
Exactly.
you
That's
know
what
what
I'm
I mean?"
saying. Tim Duncan, like he the greatest power forward of all time. But most people in their mind would probably be like, you can't tell Tim Duncan nothing. But
Facts,
in his humble opinion, he just like, okay, I'm listening to my coach. You know,
facts.
that's how everybody approach need to be if you want a great team. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So
Leadership on both sides.
on both sides,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? Coach, like, anybody can get it if they're not playing the right way.
Anybody. You know what I'm
And
saying?
then
He
go
used to
ahead.
have the coaches going crazy. He on coaches, he on players, he on
Yeah,
GAs. It don't matter. Anybody who messing up, he getting it. You know what I'm
facts.
saying? So
Yeah. And I
yeah,
appreciate TD too, because he took it. He showed everybody
right.
who's watching, like, you gotta fall in line.
Right.
I'm not the leader, coach is the leader. So I thought it was leadership on both sides. So it's cool to hear you saying that about Coach Jans, because there's a lot of those same characteristics that kind of Pop has as far as just the equal opportunity, discipline, or whatever
Yeah,
you want to call it, coaching, criticism, whatever. I think that's a real
right.
dope thing.
For sure, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's jump to summer league a little bit, bro. Let's talk summer
Okay.
league for a second.
Yeah.
So this was your second year playing the summer league, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
To me, from my eye, you can let me know what you think. I could be off base. It seemed like this year you were just more comfortable, bro. Like it seemed like you were just more familiar with the system, the schemes. Would you agree with that? Did you feel like you were more at ease this time around?
Yeah, I definitely say that. I think I think having a year under my belt gave me a lot of confidence, and especially having a year under my belt with Detroit and that coaching staff. It gave me a lot of confidence going into the summer league, you know what I'm saying? Plus the work that we was putting in, I was putting in separately.
Right.
Um, and just the chip on our shoulder. I think that me and DJ got a lot to prove, you know what I'm saying? So we always come into every game like we at everybody. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
summer league always fun, and then having somebody you can bark with always make it more fun. So yeah,
Facts. Facts. You
yeah,
mentioned DJ Daniss Jenkins for anybody
yeah,
who's watching. I'm sure having guys like him and Bobby, who you guys played together with the crews for a big part of last season. I'm sure that helped as far as summer league. Just having that chemistry with your guys on the court, having that familiarity, had to be
exactly,
huge.
man. It made it a lot easier, you know what I'm saying? And playing with Summer League with Ron last year, it was not an unfamiliar face. So we was just all meshing well. It was like fitting right in. It was fitting like a glove. We just having that chemistry that we had all through the first summer league, through the G League, and having guys like John come in,
Right.
familiar face that knows the system, that knows the defensive tendencies. It made it a lot easier for us to play. You know what I'm saying? So
Dope.
it was good for us. It was really good for us.
It's funny. DJ said recently, Dennis Jenkins said recently that he felt like last year going into summer league, he was just kind of just hooping, right? Just trying
Yeah.
to just get acclimated and getting up to speed on the fly, schematically, right on both sides. But he
Mhm.
was saying this year he knew exactly what the team needed from him, and he knew how to play, and he just played with so much more intention. Is that kind of how you would describe it for yourself too?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think that we kind of all knew going into summer league what we wanted to prove, what we wanted to show as a team and individually. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I think that for myself, I wanted to show that my defensive prowess, that I am capable defender, you know what I'm saying, playing on both ends of the ball.
Yeah.
Um, I think that in terms of everybody else, whatever they was trying to show, they did. They did a great job of doing that. I think that we followed the game plan, and I think we handled business like we were supposed to. We were 3-2, I think.
Hmm.
So we didn't do everything we desired, but I think that for the most part, it was a successful trip.
And it was cool to see other guys get opportunity too. Guys like Zakai, who didn't get to play much in the first couple games, got to play a little bit later. So that was cool too to see just, coach giving the opportunity to other guys to get some shine and get to showcase what
Yeah.
they can do too. You know
Yeah,
what
it
I mean?
was good to see, man. Me and Z go way back. We had
Okay.
some of the biggest battles in SEC. So
All
just to
right.
see
Okay.
him just to be on the same team as him, and then seeing everything I've seen on the other side of the bench is like
Yeah.
it's just crazy. They all like, dang, who is it? And I'm like, yeah, that dog over there. Yeah,
Yeah.
he been sitting there lurking in Tennessee. So just to see
Pitbull.
him, yeah, that pit bull. So just to see him like show out and get the opportunity that he needed. It was great. It was great to see.
That's what's up, man. We're talking
Yeah.
summer league. We're talking Motor City Cruise. I know you spent a lot of time with them last year. You had a great year. 17 points, 13 boards, 2 assists, a steal, a block. Just doing a little bit of everything. Let me ask you this: what part of your game do you feel gets overlooked the most?
I think I think the part of my game that gets overlooked the most is maybe two things. I think one is being able to facilitate. You know what I'm saying? I think that I can make the right reads a lot, make the right plays, and get my teammates involved in the game. You know what I'm saying? Maybe run the offense through me
Yeah,
and make sure I make the right read, make the right plays. And I think also just being playing on both ends of the ball. I think being able to rim protect, being able to do those defensive coverages at a T, just something that maybe not unnoticed, but something that I just need to be louder about,
right.
showing that I am capable, I am a great defender, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, manifesting through the play,
yeah, for
100%.
sure. Yeah,
I feel that. I feel that.
yeah.
And you mentioned your passing. It's funny you mentioned that because did you feel like you were channeling your inner Magic Johnson? I know you said that recently. Shout out to Cody Davis. He got you quoted saying you was
Yeah.
channeling your inner Magic.
Yeah, man. I was just trying to do a little flair, you know what I'm saying? Switch it up a little bit. DJ always on the other end to give me the
Right,
ball. So just
right.
trying to show some love to my point guard. So
Facts, facts. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So answer this for me, bro. Last season, watching you guys games with the Crews, and I've mentioned this on previous shows, so the chat can verify this. But from my eye, it just kind of looks like you guys with the Crews run a lot of the same schemes, same actions as the Pistons. It kind of feels like the Crews is kind of like a study guide on how to play at the next level with the Pistons. Like, am I tripping, bro? Like, or is that actually a thing?
Nah, it's actually a thing.
Okay.
I think that what the coaches want on the big club and what the coaches want with the Pistons trickles down to the G team. And it's a development league, you know what I'm saying? So it's not just to go out there and play, it's to develop and learn the schemes of whatever the other team is doing.
Mm,
So I think that us being able to run those schemes and be able to learn defensive tendencies for the Pistons, it only helps us, it only elevates us and doesn't have us behind. You know, some teams, some G League teams might be running something completely different. So
right. Right.
I think we're in the best scenario in terms of just being ready, being in the opportunity to play, and not being, I'll just go out there and play. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what the offense looking like, you know what the defense looking like, you know if you call this set out, you understand what that set is. If you know what defensive call is, whatever coverage
Mm,
that they running at the time. You know, it's not Chinese or foreign language to you.
right.
So just being able to have that and I think the great thing, the beautiful thing is that they pay attention to the G League. You know what I'm saying? They
Yep.
learn, they looking, they making sure that we doing something right. If we're doing something wrong, they talking to our coaches or to the coaches in the G, and they
Mm,
telling them to tell us that yo, you need to do this better, or no, yo, you need to talk about this coverage better. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So I think the first year was really good for me, not in terms of just stats, but in terms of just learning the game from a bird's eye view. So
Hmm. Yeah,
yeah,
it's cool. You said, cause that's kind of what I was getting at when I was saying you seem more comfortable this year.
yeah,
You
cause
just seem to be playing with so much
yeah,
more intention, like more like muscle memory, as far as instead of just thinking about what you're supposed to be doing. You know?
that's what I'm saying. You know, it's crazy because I was just talking to my trainer about this. Like last year or whatever year going into my first pro year, being in college, I was just like a low block, throw the ball inside, score the ball. You know what I'm saying? That was our offense.
Right.
And and my trainer, the first thing he told me was, "You're not doing that in the NBA." And I looked at him crazy. I'm like, "This how I got an
Yeah.
opportunity." You know, it's like, "No, you're not
Fact.
doing that. You're gonna catch a lob. You're gonna block shots. You're gonna rebound. You're gonna defend. You're gonna facilitate. Get your teammates involved." So I'm just looking, and I'm like, dang, nobody is posting up in the league. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? But you have to be capable of doing it just in case. But
yep.
nobody, if your name not Jokic, if your name ain't a B, they not
Same
throwing the
goal.
ball.
Yeah.
They not throwing the
Yeah.
ball down there. So I had to change my whole game around, become a
Mm,
lob threat, become a facilitator, be able to bring the ball up. You know what I'm saying? Trying to expand my game, shoot the ball from the three. So just changing my whole game has just been such a crazy experience, but it's been beautiful all in itself. So it's been good
Yeah.
for me. Yeah,
That's dope, bro. Yeah, it's dope that, like guys get second opportunities to get another stint with the crews or whoever, because it's like, once again, it's a preparation for the next level. So it's just
yeah.
like a great opportunity to continue in that direction for sure. I think that's dope, bro. I wanted to talk about this too. One phrase that I know that you'll be able to appreciate is trust your work. And
Hmm.
recently, we had my guy Jeremy Hart on the show.
Hmm.
Jeremy's been with DJ for years. I think y'all did some kind of like work, didn't y'all recently?
Yeah, I got a chance to work out with him and DJ, so it
Right.
was really good
Okay.
for it. Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah, we had him on the show with Charles Hill, who's been with Ron Holland for some time, and his phrase is, "We worked on that." So Jeremy was just talking about the importance of just trusting the work that you're putting in and staying consistent, and then just keeping your head down and focusing on the work, not the end result,
Hmm.
right? So for you though, like who are some of the people who have been with you on your journey, whether it's a mentor, whether it's a development coach, or maybe a big brother? I'm a little bro too, so I know the
Yeah,
importance of
yeah,
having that.
yeah.
But who are some of those people that kind of helped keep you focused on the work and keeping the main thing?
Man, uh, I've had a great plethora of just mentors to come into my life and just continue to guide me along this journey. I don't know. I could start with
Don't
my
know where to
father.
start.
Yeah, my father, man, my father and my brother, what I'm saying, they paved the way for me basketball wise. My mother as well. We grew up a basketball family, so I think that kind of just in itself was just like, yeah, this is what's gonna be. I think my AAU coach, Coach Warren, when I played AAU, he was it's this funny story that I was thinking about. It was like a dark night in the gym, and we was just practicing, and we was doing terrible. Like it was a bad practice, and he just huddled everybody up, and it was pouring raining outside, and
Mm.
he was just like harping on me, harping on me, harping on me, and he was like, you can go to the NBA. And then the lightning struck. It was like, and everybody just got crazy. And it got super quiet. And he said, "You think that was normal? No, that's a sign from God." Da, 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 da.
Mm.
And just hearing that was just like, just hearing that from him just gave me all the confidence in the world. You know what I'm saying? I think
Yeah.
another person that helped me a lot was Rob Allen. He's a trainer that I'm with now. That I
Okay.
started working with my first pro year, and I've been working with ever since. He's a guy that's been around in the league a long time, who's been training a lot of NBA players. But
Right.
just having him as a mentor and just having that kind of relationship with him has been amazing. And
Dope.
in terms of just and at the pro level, I think Stout. I don't know if you know Marcus Stout. He worked in the G League and NBA team.
Okay. Okay.
He's been really great, really great. A guy that's
Dope.
familiar with the system and kind of guided me along the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just helped me as a player, told me what exactly I needed to hear, not what I wanted to hear. And
Mm-hmm.
he's been really like impacting me. You know what I'm saying? We built a great relationship. I'm actually gonna go to his wedding soon, so
Also,
I
up.
think yeah, I think that he's a great guy. NBA coach as well, just in time.
Yeah, more than basketball for sure. It sounds like.
Yeah, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure, for sure, for sure.
that's what's up, bro. So January 6th of this year, bro,
Hmm.
you signed your two-way with the
Yeah,
Pistons.
yeah.
Was it? I think that was your first official NBA contract, right?
Yep, that was my first
Okay.
official mid contract. Yep.
Congrats on that,
Yeah.
bro. Fill us in,
Yeah.
man, on what that moment meant to you after we talked about putting in the work, right? Just after putting in, work for years, going through that situation when the lightning struck, you know what I mean? That sign, like all those different
Yeah.
things that kind of culminated into you getting to that point. What did it mean for you to sign that first contract with the Pistons, bro?
It was a great starting point, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm definitely not satisfied, you know what I'm saying? But it just gives you a sense of yeah, this you doing what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? The
Mm,
work is showing this, the work is starting to show.
yeah.
Man, it's just a blessing, you know what I'm saying? Without God, I wouldn't be able to do any of these things. So just having that opportunity to be able to play at the next level and say that I am an NBA player, you know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And having people that have a belief in my abilities,
facts.
you know what I'm saying? So, but going to training camp, obviously that was the goal. But circumstances happened. I broke my pinky finger which was a
Yeah.
freak accident. So
Yeah.
I had to sit and wait and just that was great too. That was great too. Just learning and sitting sideline and understanding the speed of the game and the
Yeah.
level of intensity that you got to play at. Because in summer league, I was just a deer in headlights, like just playing basketball. My first summer league, so I
Hmm.
got the chance to actually like go through training camp, go to the other training camp for the G, got to see the NBA games preseason, and really just gather all the information before I really be like, okay, I'm ready to do it now. You
That's what's
know,
up, bro.
yeah,
It's yeah, it's cool because you talked about how your point of view changed when you were sidelined. You
yeah,
kind of interpret the game a different way. It's like looking at a map in two different angles. You just perceive it differently, right?
yeah.
So how was it? I'm just thinking, how was that for you when you were watching? You talked about the familiarity and the synergy between the Crews and the Pistons as far as doing a lot of the same things. How was it for you when you were on the sideline and you're seeing some of the same actions ran? You're like, oh, I see what they're running, and giving you that confidence that you're
Hmm.
getting, you understanding what's needed at this level. Did that ever happen for you when you were
It,
watching
ha-
any of the game?
it happened a lot, like a lot actually. Like, getting called up sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You may or may
Yeah,
not play, but
yeah,
just being able to see like, oh yeah, he'll score right there. Okay, this is
right,
why I do
right.
this. Set a screen like this. You know what I'm saying? Okay,
Hmm.
if I get him open like that, more opportunities for the team, and just seeing the little nuances and areas where there's abilities or opportunities to score,
Right,
or there's times where maybe the person on the court ain't see it, and I'm seeing it because I'm courtside. I'm like, okay,
exactly,
just noting that,
exactly.
noting all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
Hmm.
just gathering intel, just making sure I'm steadily locked in on the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not knowing when your name would be called. So
Yeah, somebody said in the chat, or stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. That's the old mantra, but it holds
that's a
true.
fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
You seem like you talked about having that chip on your shoulder too. You
Yeah.
seem like a guy, I haven't known you for that long, but just from, I've kind of gotten from you, seem like you're the kind of guy who feels like they've been overlooked at times.
Yeah.
Somebody who's out to prove something,
Hmm.
that you belong in the NBA, right? And what you did that. And for the record, Chad again can co-sign. I've gone on record recently during
Hmm.
summer league time saying that I thought you were an NBA player.
Oh
Straight up.
yeah.
They can
That's
co-sign on
love.
that. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, it is
Appreciate
what it
it.
is.
Appreciate it.
So with that in mind, though, going undrafted on draft night, what's the conversation you're having with yourself, like in your head, to keep that confidence high and reinforce that confidence that you know that you belong?
Dog, the if somebody were to see me on draft night, like my face, like you know what I'm saying, I was just sick.
Yeah,
Cause I ain't get a contract or nothing. I'm sitting there with my family, my grandmother, my mother, and all this, and you know what I'm saying. I'm not the type to think like glass half empty. I'm thinking like glass half full. Like it's a lot of opportunity out here. It's not many like good bigs in my draft, so I'm like, okay, it's a good opportunity for me.
yeah.
Man, the draft night come, man, I get nothing, nada. So
Wow.
I'm sick. I'm calling my trainer. I'm like, we in the gym tonight. Like I'm ready to work. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Most would be like just down and out. I'm like, yeah, this what I needed for real. To be honest, I
Mm,
needed a little humbling, a little chip on my shoulder. So, and it's not about obviously people want to prove everybody wrong, but it's just proving myself right. Like knowing that yeah, I am capable. I can be a premier big in this league. So it's just a matter of time at this point and just continue to work. And yeah, I still got that same chip from that night. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget that feeling.
yeah, I was gonna say you probably gonna carry that with you as long as you play.
As
That's
long
probably
as
one
I
of those
play.
defining moments. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as I play, it eats at me all the time, you know what I'm saying? Just playing this uphill battle, man. But it make it all the more sweeter, It make it more beautiful. So
It's just gonna be part of your story, bro. It's gonna be part of your arc. You know what I
absolutely.
mean? Yeah, just another
Absolutely.
detail for sure. Yeah, I can
Absolutely.
imagine too. You talked about you and DJ. I can imagine, during that time actually, that you guys kind of have similar paths as far as getting to the league, right? Not
Hmm.
hearing your name called and all these different things. I can imagine that you guys probably had some conversations maybe throughout last year to remind each other, like of, as far as where we came from. We about to prove
Yeah.
everybody wrong. I'm sure the two of you, especially the timing, the draft and all these different things. I'm sure you guys had a lot in common to talk about there.
You know what's funny? Me and DJ relationship is so hilarious. Like if I wish people would just hear us on the court or in the sideline or in the locker room or you know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
we so it's no filter with us, you know. And there's
Mm-hmm.
no filter on the court either. We talking heavy. And we not ones to start, but you know, that's just
Yep.
the nature of the game sometimes. But
Yeah. Of course.
I think the relationship with us is like we hit it off like as soon as we, as soon as we got to in contact with each other, knowing that we was on the same summer league team. He a great guy to be around, you know what I'm saying? Like really,
Yeah.
just a real friendly guy off the court, and just a guy that just easy to hang out with, really cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we get on the
That's what's up.
court, yeah, we get on the court, and he just talking. I'm like, dang, this ain't who is this? This ain't who I was just hanging out with.
Mm.
And he's just dogging, like barking, barking. He's backing it up. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like this because I do that too.
Mm. Okay.
So we
It's
get
that
to
Coach Jazz thing all over again, as
yeah,
far as flipping that
yeah.
switch.
He come from Patino, so he got similar. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
so we getting into it. We get into the G or whatever, and he talking, and sometimes he'll be like, "Yo," he asks you like, "You looking trash, right?" You know, just like
Yeah. That
talking
real.
smack of a point guard cooking a little bit. I'll be like, "Dang, you must want to stay in the G or something."
I love it. I
You
love
know
it.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's just little stuff like that that we just be on each other about, and
Yeah.
it's just we just like we love to push each other and motivate each other. You know, so
For
I always
sure.
had
For sure.
a close bond with DJ just because like there's not a lot of genuine players out here. I'm not just knocking anybody, but I
Yep.
just say that he a genuine dude in terms of like he don't want to just see himself succeed. Like he want to see the people around him too. So I can get with that. You know what I'm saying?
He kind of plays the game that way too.
Yeah, he
Like
definitely
even
does.
when I'm watching you guys in the summer league, I'm seeing how he's looking for you. He's
Yeah, that's
looking for
why.
Bobby. He's looking, you know what I mean? He's looking for everybody
Yeah,
else, and then he'll get his own when he wants to, but he's definitely trying to get everybody else, eating pretty much. Just letting them go.
right. And that's how it was in the G. Like, I think that him being a point guard, he always had like a great relationship with his big man. You know what I'm saying? His previous bigs, he always talk about. He always hanging out with him and always on
Yeah.
the phone. So I knew going into it like we gonna have a relationship because big man point guard. That's usually how
Yep.
the dynamic go.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we've
Y'all
been
talk.
locked in
Yeah.
ever
You have
since.
to. Yeah.
Got to, yeah. We the heart of the
Yeah.
team, so you know what
Right.
I'm saying. The connection be real good with us.
For sure. For sure. I don't know if you remember, but open practice at the top of not the top, but the top of the year, I guess, as far as NBA is concerned. Before the preseason started, y'all had a little dunk contest,
Hmm.
and Daniss caught one off the side of the back, but I think Sass tossed it to him 360 with ease. It looked like. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you caught it,
I
bro?
seen him, but I never seen him like dunk like that. So I was
Bro.
just like, I didn't even react. I'm just like, "Oh, I ain't no way that just happened. Like it really just happened. I'm looking around like, am I tripping? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he really
Yeah.
did that. And I was like, so
Yeah,
then when we got to
bro.
the G, I'm like, yeah, all these dunks. Yeah, I've been seeing it. Like,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe that. Yeah.
I was front row, bro.
Yeah.
I caught a video of it quick at the very end because I saw him like practicing before, and I was like, he was just leaping off the floor. I'm like, bro, what in the world? Pull his phone out real quick just in case. And he
Oh,
went
you
up and
caught the
got it.
video.
I got a video of it. Yeah.
Oh,
I'll show it to you.
wow.
I'll show it to you. It
Yeah,
was last
yeah.
second, but I
Nah.
got decent quality of it in time. I actually
Yeah,
had it
that's
on
crazy.
the last one of the shows when Jeremy was on. I played it for them. But y'all sent it to you. But that's when I knew this dude is a freak athlete. Like the way
Yeah.
his balance is crazy.
Yeah, nah, he a freak athlete for sure. And he don't he like super durable. Like he'll just go practice and go home. Like, bro, you ain't gonna get no ice tub.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like he's just
mm.
super durable. So I guess it's that Dallas water. I don't know.
No, he got it. See, he need that longevity, that LeBron longevity. He better start now.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? While he's still young.
Gotta start now, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. For sure.
Listen, bro. Let's talk NBA a little bit.
Hmm.
On April 13th of this year, you made your NBA regular season debut against the
Yeah.
Milwaukee Bucks, right?
Mhm.
In 22 minutes, you had 14 points, 8 boards on 66% shooting. So first things first, we talked about realizing that dream. That dream on that night was realized. Every kid, bro,
Mhm.
and you know this, every kid who loves the game dreams of being able to step in between NBA lines and actually play a game. So I was one of them. I just didn't. I wasn't blessed with the height.
Yeah.
But getting an opportunity to play, on an NBA court, and not just 2 or 3 minutes either, like playing extended time to where you can kind of get into a rhythm, not worry about making mistakes, any of that stuff. Take us through that process, bro. Like, when did you know that you were going to be playing in that game? Your first game, was it the day before? Was it the day of? Like, kind of take us through that a little bit.
Yeah. So the G season ended. So I think we had a few games after that,
Okay.
like NBA games, and we was just up the whole time. So, um, you know what I'm saying? Once they found out like there was a lock for the playoffs, I think that a lot of teams started like, um, I don't want to get mistaken, but just resting some guys. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we played to the end. We played all our games, and then we had one more game where the coach was just like, "Yeah, everybody will have opportunity to play." You know what I'm saying? So I was on the bench. I was just staying ready, but
Yeah.
I had the mindset going in every game that I played up. You know that I was just in case.
Yeah.
Stay ready. So, um,
That's what's up.
but go.
That's what Coach Bickerstaff said too. He said, I want to give these young guys a chance. Let these guys get an opportunity. He's always been about the young guys. It seems like, just from my vantage
Yeah,
point, right? And just trying to
yeah.
help you guys in whichever way on off the court. So it was cool to hear him say that. It's cool to hear you say that.
Hmm.
With respect to him and everything. That's a pretty dope moment. Had to be for you for sure. And then when you
Yeah.
think about it, you're gonna go a little further. When your number gets called, right? You pop up, go to scorer's table, pull off the warm up. Any first game jitters?
Man, I'm not going. It's crazy. I was on a bench. I don't know who said something to me, but they was like, "Man, don't be nervous." Da, da, da. I'm like nervous, but I've been waiting for this moment forever. You talking about nervous? So I pull out my jersey. I'm ready to play. So
You ready to go?
I log in. I get in the game. Foul. Soon as I get on the court, I get
Yep.
fouled. So I shoot 2 free throws. I'm like, dang, I ain't even. You know what I'm
You ain't getting warmed
saying?
up yet.
I ain't even warm up yet. So I go to the line, I hit one. I said, all right, dang, okay. I hit the other one. I said, okay, this is gonna be a good game. This is gonna be a good game.
mm,
So I just getting acclimated to the field, the game, getting acclimated to the court. It was a great experience for me, man. Great opportunity. Just trying to show what I'm capable of, show what people in my position on that team is capable of as well. So,
hmm I like the consistency you play with, bro. I mean,
hmm
I see a lot of guys now, and very, very talented guys, but from one game to the next, you see two totally different things.
right,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
But it seems like you talked about how you had to change your game, which is impressive. To the point that I'm getting to is that you play the same way every game.
hmm
You know who you are. You know who you have to be at this level. Defined roles. Let me be the best in those roles, right? And I think that's very, very important. Just having a discipline to understand that, because
yeah.
that can be the difference sometimes between getting an opportunity for the opportunity and not. Is just being able to. I talked about this with a few guys. It's like a lot of guys in the league can do this, but the team just needs them to do this.
Hmm.
So I think having that discipline and understanding and self-awareness and still confidence in yourself that you still have a bag, a whole package. But
Right.
for this team, I'm going to do this. And it seems like you kind of have that mindset.
Yeah, for sure. I think you hit it right on the head, to be honest with you. Like going into the to my first pro year, I'm just like my mindset is gain the coach's trust. You know what I'm saying? Don't step out the comfort zone. Don't try to do something that you don't be somebody you're not. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So you want to show what you're capable of, and then once you gain coach's trust, then you can trickle out. Maybe you can bring the ball up. Maybe you can shoot an open tray or open mid range.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you can't come into a new program and try to tween, show what you can do. I got this crazy bag. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because to be honest, ain't nobody bad crazy than Cade. So you think you finna out bag somebody,
Nah,
a
you
franchise
not.
player?
Dude got
So
counters to counters to counters, bro.
come on. So you gotta stick to your role. You gotta thrive in your role.
Yeah.
Once you thrive in your role, then you can expand. Then you can do this and be this player. I mean, I think about guys like Brook Lopez, who first 3, 4 years he wasn't even shooting trades. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
No, you're right.
he was
100%.
just, you know what I'm saying, just playing his role, rim protector, finishing around the rim, defend really well. play the game the right way, and you know what I'm saying. Then he expanded his game as time went on, as he got older, as he got more professional, understood the game.
Right.
So that's why I try to thrive on just showing my coaches, showing people out here that I could thrive in my role and be consistent, super consistent as much as possible in my role.
Right. It seemed like you kind of know the history of the game a little bit, bro. I'm listening
I
to the players you're referencing, and that was a
Yeah,
long time ago when Brook wasn't shooting threes, when he was just in the post for the most
yeah,
part. So
yeah.
are you kind of a student of the game in that way from the historical standpoint?
Maybe not every player, but bigs. I'm a
Okay.
big fan of a lot of bigs, so I tend to look at a lot of old film, old clips. So
Who are
yeah,
some of your favorite bigs growing up watching some of that film?
my favorite big of all time is Kevin Garnett. Like
KG.
ever, just his mentality, just how he dog everybody on the court. I love Kevin Garnett. I also love DeMarcus Cousins' game.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Kind of similar, just super dog. You just want to outplay, out hustle you, and
yeah. Bucket.
super skilled. Yeah, super
Hmm.
skilled. You know what I'm saying? So them two of my favorite bigs. Also, my dad used to always like make me watch like Paul Millsaps. You know what I'm saying? Just a guy that had to change his game from college. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He a guy that was an elite rebounder, elite just block scorer, and then but he was super capable of doing those
Yep.
things. So when he got to the NBA, he just had to really just develop those attributes and all those into his game. So
That's what's up. That's what's up. Were you
yeah.
watching like Atlanta Paul Millsap or more so like Utah Paul Millsap?
I like Atlanta Paul Millsap.
Me too.
I like Atlanta Paul Millsap. Yeah.
It seemed like he was a little bit more polished in Atlanta to
Yeah,
me,
yeah. He was a
right?
lot more polished. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I
Yep.
like
Just took a
Aldridge
little
too.
time.
LaMarcus Aldridge too. LaMarcus
He
Aldridge
was
too.
nice,
Like
bro.
he was super
He
nice.
was nice. You know what's crazy? Real quick story. Like I knew he was gonna be nice because before it was Aldridge, it was Rasheed Wallace as far as
Yeah,
that talented
yeah,
big, right?
yeah,
But when she came to Detroit, the first time we played Portland, he went up against Aldridge and he couldn't stop him, bro.
yeah,
This young 20, yeah, I was watching that game. A lot of people might not remember that, but it was this game, but he was just getting, but you don't usually see guys do that to Sheed. But
yeah,
this particular dude who was built similar to him, had a similar skill set to him, it was kind of like looking in
yeah.
the mirror. He just couldn't stop him. I'm like, this dude gonna be a problem.
Was he
And
doing
then
that fade? Was he hitting that
yes,
fade? Okay,
yes, you already
yeah,
know. Got the
yeah,
high release, like you know what I mean? The mid range game is crazy. The corner
yeah,
jumper's
yeah.
crazy. So yeah,
Dang.
it was wild, bro. It was like looking in the mirror at the Spider-Man meme. It was crazy. Like how in the world, how in the, it's just looking in the mirror. It was wild, bro. But that's what
I
I knew. He
need,
was
yeah.
gonna be a problem. Go ahead.
I need to go check that game out though. I want to go
I'm gonna
see
find it
that.
for you. I'm gonna find it for
Yeah,
you.
I need
Yeah,
to go check that
I'll
game
shoot you
out.
the date for sure.
Yeah,
Hundred
that's
percent,
crazy.
100%. Yeah, man. I could talk about like history with the game all day, bro, all day long, bro. Like the chat
That's
asked me
fire.
to reel off the last 40 NBA champions like from like 85 to 2025. I got them all right though. I
You
hit
got it right.
all of them, bro.
No,
All throw a year out
you
right now. I promise you, I got you. Throw a year out there.
96.
90. Oh, Bulls. Come on now.
Okay, okay. What about '02?
2002 was the Lakers. That was the third of the three-peat.
Bro, you might be kind of sore. Okay,
Yeah,
what
I stay up
about
on it, bro. I don't just be talking. I know the game a little bit from a different perspective, obviously, as you, but I definitely know my facts for sure. At least try to.
that's crazy though. That's fire. I'm not gonna lie.
I
That's fire.
appreciate it, bro.
Yeah,
Appreciate
that's
that.
fire.
Gotta stay tapped in.
Yeah, that's fire.
Let's talk NBA playoffs, bro. Last season, Pistons Knicks, right? Pistons Knicks, great series. Series that could have went a lot of different ways, had a lot of different things, had or had not happened, right? But let me tell you this though, bro. It was a big deal for us here in the city, state of Michigan, period. Just being back in the playoffs, bro. Like you gotta think. It was our first appearance in 6 years, but it was our first win in 17 years.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Last time we had won was 2008 against the Celtics in the conference finals. So it had been that long since 18 years since we won a playoff game. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So 17 years, 2008. Yeah, 17 years. But it was a big deal for us. So for you, we talked about it a little bit. What was it like kind of being on the sideline, just watching everything, probably with the even more clear eye, kind of bird's eye view?
Well, first of all, I just want to say I want to put our crowd against anybody. Our crowd was
Yes, sir.
it was there.
Y'all
know
hear
what I'm
that chat?
saying?
Y'all hear that chat?
The
Say it one more
crowd was
time. Say it one more
there.
time.
The crowd was there. You know what I'm saying? It was rolling in there.
Yes,
But
sir.
just to experience that, you know what I'm saying, just to be a part of a playoff team is just special. You know what I'm saying? Being in the
Yeah.
huddles, being down those locker rooms, and understanding what it takes to be a playoff contender and to win games. To win games is just even harder. You know what I'm saying? Just going is hard, but just to win
Mm-hmm.
games is even harder.
Yeah.
So just
It's true.
just being able to hear all that, just to check the schemes out, understand like how detailed they are about schemes and player tendencies. I think that was the
Yeah.
biggest thing for me.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
man. I'm still salty, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I know it's up
yeah,
from here. You know,
yeah.
it's definitely up next
It's
year and
only up.
onward. Yeah.
Hmm.
But I'm just like, man, last year, I ain't even gonna get into it, bro. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
I'll be here all night talking about it, but I definitely felt that we were the better team and we should have won that series, despite not having the experience, despite not playing with teammates since Villanova. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like JB did,
right.
shout out to Jalen Brunson with those guys, Josh Hart, Bridges, and all those guys. But despite not having the familiarity, we were still right there. That's
Yeah, we
crazy.
were.
No Jaden Ivey, no Stu for all but one game.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, we good. We
Yeah,
definitely good.
we
So
super good. It's only up from here, to be
it's
honest.
only
Yeah,
up, bro. And I think it's
yeah,
gonna
it's
be a
only up.
sustained. I see a sustained run, bro. Because we so
Hmm.
young and guys like yourself, you know what I mean. We got a very young core, and Trajan's like, nah, we sticking with this core. We're gonna build around this core. The young guys are gonna lead us to the promised land. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
for
saying?
sure.
So this is the perfect time to get your stock on Detroit and the Pistons right now for sure. Because it's gonna be a fun ride for sure.
I
Let
agree.
me ask you a question, bro. Let me ask you this. Talked about LCA a little bit. How would you compare? How would you compare the environment at LCA with the environment at the Hump?
Mm.
So, real quick, the Hump that's the Humphrey Coliseum, guys, where he played college ball at Mississippi State, and I
Yeah,
heard it gets crazy down there, bro. So, how would you compare the atmosphere with LCA and the Hump?
I think that. Dang, that's
Where is it more
crazy.
lit? Like, which was more electric?
It was electric in the Little Caesars. I'm not gonna lie. It was crazy. It was crazy. Like, I
Yes,
couldn't
sir.
even hear myself talk. But the
Mm-hmm.
hump be rocking too. It's just I think the LCA, obviously the arena's a lot bigger. And when you fill the arena like that up,
Yeah.
it's crazy. And you know what I'm saying? It's not fans just just like clapping and sitting there. They up. They up and
Yeah.
they shouting, they loud. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? So just hearing that to compare to the hump, I don't know. I love the hump, but nah, it
It ain't
ain't
like.
nah, nah.
Okay, I had to throw it in there because I heard it get pretty lit down there, so I had to
It
just
definitely get crazy in the hump
check on
though.
that
It
for sure,
definitely get crazy in the hump.
for sure, for sure. Let me ask you this: talking about comparison, things like that. Do you see any similarities between these three coaches? Coach Jans, right?
Mhm,
Coach Jamel McMillan, that's the Motor
mhm.
City Cruise coach for everybody's watching, and Coach Bickerstaff. Do you see any similarities with the coaching style, or do you see any differences with the coaching style? Is there anything that McMillan, Coach McMillan, or Coach Bickerstaff said that kind of reminded you of Coach Jans? Like that's something Coach Jans would say.
Um, you know what?
Or are they all different in their own way?
I think they are different in their own
Okay,
way. I think
that's
they
what's
are
up.
different in their own way. I think that Coach James is somebody that you may or may not want to put a camera on, depending on the time. You know,
Okay,
you might want to cut the camera off for this practice. Like that
yeah,
type of coach.
he
Like
don't care.
he gonna grill you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think that J Mac, I think he a phenomenal coach, another coach that's in the process of being in the NBA
yep,
he's been in the NBA, but just going
mm-hmm.
back. So I think he's a little different. He's more on a positive side. Like, yo, you did this, but you did this and this really well. You know what I'm saying? Now if we do this well, we got some money. So I
Got
think
you.
he one of them guys that's really motivational, you know, which is a different side of coaching that I haven't seen in a while, which is it was good for me, just to see have
Yeah,
that kind of coaching staff. I think JB is a mixture of both. You know what I'm saying? He'll grill you. He don't care who he is, but he'll definitely keep you confident as well.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? I see it all the time. Him and Kay having encounters and just you the greatest player of all time or greatest player in the NBA, right? And then you know what I'm saying he'll just be like, yeah, hell yeah. And just seeing stuff
Yep,
like that, it give you confidence. Like, damn, he believe in his players. You feel me? So I think
100%.
that Coach JB just got a little mixture of both.
That's what's up, man. So it's probably kept you well rounded as far as
Yeah,
having different styles. You probably feel like you can be coached by anybody, but it's at this point, but it's like honestly, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. I hope Coach is here for a long time, bro. I feel like he fits this culture perfectly. Like
I
going back
agree.
to yeah, bro. Like just going back to the coaches we had when we were winning, Larry Brown, even Rick Carlisle before that took us to the conference finals. But you got Chuck Daly, like guys who just are savants, but are also personable. A lot of people feel like Larry Brown wasn't that personable, but once you got to know him, from what I heard, he's kind of like Coach Jans in a sense, as far as he'll give you the sharpest back. You know what I mean? So I think that's a pretty dope thing, and I'm really looking forward to next season, bro. It's like I said, man. I watched Nate McMillan play in the NBA before J Mac was coaching in the NBA. So that's kind of how I got familiar with J Mac with Coach. But before
Yeah.
that, I watched Nate play with the Sonics and things like that. He was a defensive minded coach, and then I watched him coach. You know what I mean? Coached I
Hmm.
think the Sonics when they were still the Sonics, the Blazers, and I think the Pacers. So he has always been around the game, always been either playing or coaching. So when I heard that his son was a coach, it's like, oh yeah, makes sense. Yeah,
Makes sense. Yeah.
just
Right.
naturally. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense. It does make sense.
Do
Yeah.
you um do you have a favorite Piston of all time?
Do
Not
I have
count
a
your
favorite?
teammates. Not count your teammates. That,
Ah,
that don't they don't
dang.
count. Can't cheat.
I might have to go Rasheed, to be honest.
Ooh.
Like, I might have to go Rasheed. He was a dog. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
he was.
saying?
He
He was
was.
like one of the first few like versatile bigs. You know what I'm saying? Like he can bring you out, shoot the ball, put it on the ground. And I like the way he bark, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he don't back down from nobody. So I love that part
Nobody.
about that. And KG
Nobody.
always when KG used to talk and like who's somebody that used to always give you problems and stuff like that, he always said Rasheed Wallace. So I used
Yep.
to just watch him too. Like, okay,
Yep.
what is it that made him so hard to guard? So I used to take a look at him as well. So
Facts, bro. I mean, I think he's just as talented, just naturally talented as any of those guys.
yeah,
I mean, because
yeah,
he, as good as KG was, he wasn't a consistent stretch.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
She
right,
was 2 or 3 feet behind the line with ease.
right.
So yeah, that makes sense why
Yeah,
you would watch a guy like him. I do see some similarities there too.
yeah,
Have
for
you
sure.
gotten a chance to know any like spend any time with any of the guys? You talked about Cade a little bit, like Jaden, Nasar, Tobias,
Yeah,
JD, or
yeah.
Ryan, Stu, Sats, all of them guys.
All them guys. I mean, I think that from time to time we always got to spend time with them. I mean when we was out there in Dallas, Kay had us out there around his home, got
That's what's
to
up.
see his house and be amongst his family. So yeah, we always spend a lot of time and obviously we share a locker room. So
Yeah,
I think all those guys been great. I think the vet's been really great for me. Just hearing them and just letting them mentor us and other guys. Hearing guys like Tobias always talk positively and
yeah,
speak on the things he speaks on.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been really good for me. Yeah.
I feel like yeah, the vets have really been great. For the young, just the experience factor, just because it was a lot of first times, like a lot of first things that happened for a lot of these young guys. First time in the playoffs, okay, first time in the All Star game, first time in All NBA. It was just a lot of firsts. So I think
Mhm.
having those vets who have kind of been there before, had some playoff experience, can kind of just give you a head start. So you're not learning on the fly as much. It seemed like that's kind of
Yeah.
what like the off the court part seems just as important as the on the court part. Would you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think that like guys like Cade and Tobias and all the veteran guys and even some of the young guys, they all on the same page. We all on the same page in terms of like what we want to do, what we want to achieve. Um,
Yeah.
I think they all speak in the same frame in terms of like, yo, like we got to take everything like with a chip on our shoulder. Like you
Yep.
saw the record last year, you saw what we did last year. We need to prove everybody wrong, prove ourselves right. So um, I'm gonna just speak on Tobias again, like
Yeah.
being able to be around him and being able for him to just like talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Just him saying like, "Yo, you doing like keep doing what you're doing. You're doing the right things right now. Like you make yourself look good." You know what I'm saying? Like hearing that from a guy like Tobias Harris, who don't have to talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? He's been in the league for a long time. Just
Yeah.
hearing that is motivational. Like telling myself, "Yeah, I'm doing right. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be
Hmm.
doing here."
Yeah. Just speaks to the character of the person
Yeah.
outside of
Yeah.
basketball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he don't have to, you know what I'm saying? He has no reason to lie. You know what I'm saying? He's
Facts.
just a guy who's speaking from his heart, just telling him how he see it, or
Yeah.
he'll sit me down every now and then, just say like, hey, you need to continue to work on this or do this or that, and keep excelling at this. So just having those people, like, just hearing them kind of voices, you know what I'm saying? Because to be really honest, brutally honest, I used to like watch clips of Tobias like when I was in high school, and he
Mm,
used to do those day in the life and stuff like that. I used to
mm.
watch those. So just being in the same locker room with him is just a full, you know what I'm saying,
You felt like
180.
you knew him a little bit already.
Yeah, yeah. And just being around him, just like, dang, he everything that I seen in the video. Like, he even more, just a nicer guy, just somebody that want to be a veteran. You feel me?
Hmm.
So
Yeah, yeah. He definitely has seemed to have embraced that role. So I think it's pretty dope to see everybody kind of gravitate towards him. All of
yeah,
us too. You know, Tim Hardaway Jr. I thought he was a great vet. I thought Bees was a great vet last year.
absolutely,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? As far as instilling confidence, like I think Bees was kind of that vet that kind of bridged the gap as far as being old enough to be respected, but young enough to still be kind of current and to
Yeah,
have the
I agree.
vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
You hit
even
it
with the
right on the
IG.
head. Yeah,
Yeah,
you hit it right
yeah.
on the
Like if
head. Yeah,
you would see like just little things, bro. I would see things like when Kate is doing his post game interview after Pistons win the game or whatever. You got Bees waiting for him so they can walk through the tunnel together. Just little
right,
things like that. So he's not walking alone. You know what I mean? Or just after the game, K had a huge game. Jaden had a big, whoever. JD had a big game. First one retweeting it or blasting it out on IG, Bees. Like he's just
right.
instilling that confidence, keeping those vibes. I thought that was pretty cool to see from him and from guys like THJ. Just all those guys seem like they really had a good impact on the young guys for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I think like you hit it right on the head with Bees. I think that he kept the vibes really high from the encounters I had. He's super positive guy as well. Somebody who, like you said, bridge the gap for the young guys with the older guys, and somebody who
Yeah.
always like maintained a positive like mindset every practice, every game. So
Yeah. I'm gonna just leave it at this. I hope he comes back. That's just my. I really hope he comes back. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I feel like he was huge last year, and I'm just hoping and praying that he's. Yeah, we will be
yeah.
so deep if he. Man, all right. I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna leave that there. But let me ask you this, bro. Who is your between? Okay, who was your toughest cover in practice between JD, Zay, and Paul Reed? Who was the toughest cover? Like, who were you like? All right, it's about to be a war.
Uh, I don't know, man. I had to say, I think the biggest the it's hard to say. It'd probably be Stu because you know what I'm saying he's so defensive minded. You really
Yeah,
gotta
physical.
right. You gotta be on your P's and Q's, be ready to play.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think all them guys bring a different level of
Mm-hmm.
different something different to the court. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's a different look from all three guys.
facts.
But if I had to pick one, I'd just say Stu because you know what I'm saying he's a rim protector,
Yeah,
somebody who put his hat on defense. So
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. You're right though. They do have all different skill sets. Like
yeah.
JD definitely has so much more to his game that
Hmm.
that people still haven't seen yet at a polished level. That I just can't wait. That like once that gets unlocked, it's gonna be trouble. I think for the rest of the league because he's got so many natural gifts already.
Yeah,
It's
for
just
sure,
great. And
for
he's
sure.
strong. He a bull. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and Paul too. Like all these guys are talented, man. So let me end it with this, bro. And I'm gonna let you go after this. But I've been told that you're a music head.
I'm definitely a music head.
Okay. So what are we
Yeah.
listening to? What kind of music we listening to?
Right now, what I've been listening to. Um, dang.
Like who you got in your playlist?
I've been listening to a lot of Mary J right now.
Okay.
And then I've
Okay.
been listening to I always got Lauryn Hill playing. I love Lauryn Hill.
Mm.
I love that dang, what's the album called?
Which one you talking about?
Her best album. I forgot what it was called.
So you heavy in the R&B.
I'm big R&B guy. Yeah, I'm big R&B guy. I love reggae too. Yeah,
Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's what's up.
yeah,
Okay. I just recently started to dive into reggae because growing up I didn't really listen to it a lot, but
yeah.
it hit different as I get older. I don't know why, but I for real I just hear it
Yeah.
differently, bro. It's weird. It's
You might
weird.
not understand a word they saying. You just like, dang, it's
I'm
good
listening to the
music.
chords. Yeah, I'm listening
Yeah,
to the music, bro.
right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, they got a
So
good vibe to them. Yeah.
yeah, definitely do. So Question: Kendrick or Drake? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. All right. So here's what I need you to do though. Last thing. Whenever you are bored out of your mind, I got some dope Pistons anthems from yours truly for you to tap in with.
Okay.
One of them was the intro that we played.
Yeah.
So make sure that
I was rocking with it.
Okay. I saw you bouncing your head a little bit. I wasn't sure, you know.
I was definitely rocking with it.
Yeah, so make sure you tap in with those, bro, and let me know what the verdict is. Definitely, for sure. But listen, bro, we appreciate you, man, taking the time to come on the show tonight, man. You have a lot of supporters here in the chat who are watching. Shout out to the chat, everybody who was here. We're looking forward to seeing you get more of an opportunity to ball out with the Crews and the Pistons next year, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate your chat. Appreciate the opportunity to be out here, man, for sure.
Absolutely. I'm gonna say this too before I let you go, man. We know you're a certified NBA hooper, but from the time that I've known you, the short time that I've known you, you seem like you're an even better human.
Yeah.
And for that, I want to shout your parents out. I know growing up, you know, with your mom, you know, I think she worked at the Boys and Girls Club. Yeah. And your pops, you know, helping get kids off the streets, allowing people to come to his gym. Mm-hmm. A lot of things that people don't see, you know. Yeah. So I just want to shout your parents out. That's something that we really do highlight here on this show, and also the King and Deuce Show, is just the village, bro. Right, the unsung heroes, you know, that provide the way for guys like you to realize your dreams. You know, so I just think that's the most important thing. So I just want to shout your family out for that for sure.
That's a blessing, man. Appreciate that, bro.
So guys, everybody, make sure you guys are keeping up with Tolu. You guys can find him on Twitter and on Instagram. Here you can see you can follow him on Twitter at Tolu Smith 1, and you can find him on Instagram at T0LU_. That's T0LU_. If you put TO, then you'll be spending an inordinate amount of time looking for somebody who does not exist. Don't ask how I know that. Anyway, with that, we're going to gotta have fun, bro. Gotta have fun with it, man. But listen,
funny, bro.
I try, bro. I try. So listen, for anybody who can't find it though, I'll put a link in the description for you guys. You can go follow him. And that's a wrap for tonight's episode. And y'all know the drill, man. Detroit versus everybody. Peace. Yeah.
And when you knock me down, I'm getting back up. Cause when I step on the floor, you know your time's up. I'm on my way up and I'm not gonna stop. We headed straight to the top in the low. I got a basic, I got no